thank you very much for coming to the open event. And we're really, really proud and happy to have guests from all over Europe and everywhere else to come and visit both ourselves, the university, and our exhibition. I'm not going to say very much. I'm just going to introduce to you Nika, the prize winner, and she's going to tell you a little bit about her design work, and Riikka, who will talk a little bit about the exhibition and how it fits in with the project, etc. So over to Nika first, and then we'll move on to Riikka.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So when I first realized how polluting the textile industry can be, I found myself in a difficult position because I didn't want to contribute to that problem. So when my professors introduced me to natural colorants, that's where the love story began, and this is why I entered this competition. So I used natural colorants that were available in my country, in Croatia, during autumn. And the only color that was deliberately chosen was yellow, because it references the yellow blossom of the Genia velebitica, which is our country's part of my country's natural heritage. It is an endemic plant. I also chose linen as the material because linen is also part of history. It was grown in my country, and it is used in traditional folk costumes. I chose the necktie as the realization because it's also part of history. So the necktie originates from the Croatian cravat, which Croatian soldiers wore during the 30 Years' War. And the pattern, as I've said before, is inspired by the plant the Genia velebitica. So this 4-petaled structure informs repetition in the motif. And I also did this big 3-meter necktie. It's made out of 800 pieces of leftover linen samples, because I realized that these remnants can actually become a resource, and it's also important to show the chromatic potential of natural colorants. So this would be a little bit about my work, and I would also like to thank everyone who was part of this competition, Color for Crafts, the Textile Institute, and Dr. Leather, as well as my family for their support, and my faculty. Thank you.
Here in this exhibition, so this is the final exhibition actually of the Color for Crafts project, which has been running from 2023 till now, end of June 2026. And we have been looking for natural dyes from the back of the history, even archaeological times, to current practices, and then developing also new inventions how to apply natural dyes to different materials. And so this exhibition partly compiles what we have done during the process. So of course we celebrate our competition winners. The winners' works are presented here, and then the 2 runner-ups are the first on this wall. And then all the other 10 second round participants are presented on this wall. So we got all together 45 suggestions and participants, and then from those we evaluated 10 for the second round. And then if we go further in this exhibition here in the Color for Crafts, we have one partner is Pili, a company from France that is producing indigo by microbes, and they are applying the color especially for jeans. So this presents the billet jeans, which are regular jeans but dyed with this bio-based microbial produced colorant directly on the fabrics. And then we have a few works from the University of Lapland, a partner also one member of the consortia. And here we have Tuuli's presentation, and the other one is there on the wall. Also guided by Jenni-Liisa. So Jenni-Liisa is the university lecturer at the University of Lapland, and her students have been working on natural dyes and present these works. And in between here on the slideshow, you can see our almost all consortia put effort on this book, electronic book that can be found from the repository of the University of Lapland, Natural Dyes for Education and Color Experimentation. And it introduces different plants and then how you can use natural colorants in education, and it's especially meant for university level students. So there is also a scientific background and a good literature included in the book. Then we have also AO Textiles exhibit there on this left side wall. Fabrics that are done in industrial scale and which shows the beautiful colors that can be obtained from natural sources. And then the exhibition continues in the corridor. So on the corridor there are some posters and also some samples and posters about cochineal dyes. And then Debbie's PhD, okay, Debbie has been part of the consortia. And then before the exit, there are also some other natural dyes in jars and dyed materials in these glass cabinets. Okay, so enjoy this exhibition and thank you for coming.